Well, the burst of heavy snow that came in around 3 o'clock is moving north, and we will expect this snow to taper off in the next couple hours from south to north. So by about 9:30, most everybody will be just in a few snow showers, and we'll look for the winds to die down briefly as a low pressure comes our way, but we're going to go right back into the snow first thing in the morning, well before we wake up. So we're still going to get the gusty winds tomorrow. In fact, they'll be at their strongest around lunchtime with snow and blowing snow. Here's the US 127 Skycam. Visibility is about a mile, so it's not snowing as heavy. The roads are kind of greasy with that slushy snow because we're at 32 degrees. But the feels like temperature is now 23, and that's going to drop more dramatically tomorrow. So the state, in the orange shaded areas, Green Bay, Alpena, and parts of Iowa is a blizzard warning. The pink shade is a winter storm warning, and the purple shade is for winter weather advisories. All these will go into the afternoon tomorrow. So the pink shades are going to see a little more snowfall than the purple shades, but in general, it's probably 3 to maybe 6 inches of snow in that purple shade, and then north is about 5 to 8, and if you get north of mid-Michigan, it'll be over 10 inches of snow because they're going to get lake effect in there by morning too. So you see on radar now how as this low pressure comes at us, we're going to be in the eye of the storm, so to speak. So the rain and snow even will come to an end as it goes off to the north. So we'll go through several hours where really not much is going to go on, which is good news because that gives the opportunity for the salt trucks and those people to move some snow around. Here's a few of our Meridian Company Skycams, the Farm Bureau insurance camera on the west side. That's 96 in the distance, and also West Saginaw, so the visibility is better there. In Jackson's about the same. There's still a little bit of light snow. The roadways have since gone back to snow covered again. They've done a good job through downtown there to make things good. As we look at the satellite and radar again, the heavier snow bands, the blue heavier in Grand Rapids, move through Lansing. So this is lighter accumulations, but still, I would say there's enough out there to give an inch or less across mid-Michigan before it comes to an end by midnight, and then the low goes by. But we're about ready to wrap in some cold air. I'm going to wrap in the snow off the lake, and that will be heavy in itself, but it'll be blowing around a lot. So the hour by hour this evening shows that everything stops and the winds die down, and then we'll get back into the winds and snow first thing in the morning. And initially it should give us another inch or two, but it'll be hard to measure it because it's going to blow around. And then these are all heavy snow bands coming inland, so as the low departs, the winds will be north, northwest, and then westerly, so it's going to pick up a lot of lake effect snows. Here's 12:30. Low pressure is headed towards Lake Huron, and then cold air that comes wrapping in, and by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, the temperatures are falling. We'll be in the mid-20s to start the day, and then getting to the lower 20s, and then the teens by dinner time. But these snow bands that come from the northern part of Lake Michigan all the way down, pick up moisture and come inland. So you might have a snowplow clean up a street, and then all of a sudden you got to dust it up again, or you might be driving around on Saturday in those gusty winds and got the drifting, and you also have the reduced visibilities. That's going to happen right on through the day. Less and less of them by the time we get to the evening, but still there'll be some around, and the winds will still be gusty enough to put those wind chills sub-zero by evening. Even a couple of good snow bands first thing Sunday morning, and that's why we still have our first alert weather day going into Sunday morning. And then there's not much snow in the afternoon, but still breezy, still cold. Actual highs on Sunday struggle to get to about 15, most likely 10 or 12 degrees, and the wind chills will be well below zero. A little better to the north because of the shadow of Lake Michigan helping to warm that. But southern sections, those wind chills could go 20 below. Our Monday's got a few lake effect snow showers coming inland on Martin Luther King Day. It will be a cold day around a high of 8, 9, 10 degrees. There's your gusty wind stopping and then picking up again as we go into Saturday. Lunchtime's the highest, but still gusts over 40 throughout the evening hours. So power outages have been very sparse so far, but that's something that we'll figure back into it. Even the wind on Sunday close to 30 miles an hour. So with the coldest air, the coldest day, those wind chills will be very, very cold, and that will carry into all of next week. When you look at the 7-day forecast, while tomorrow's on again, off again, these bands of snow, and a few Sunday morning, it's much colder weather than that moves in. And I've got temperatures going below zero because I think at night we'll break open the clouds. If we don't, it'll be in the single digits, but still very cold air. We get up to about 20, 21 on Thursday, more cold air next weekend. And we're probably going to go at least 10 days below freezing. I think we got to wait till next Tuesday to get back into the 30s.